Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in for a U.S. Cup game. Uh, this is the fifth U.S. Cup game of our tournament. Uh, Ted Livermore with Justin Abramson. Once again, Ted, how you doing?
I'm doing well, Justin. How are you?
Thrilled to be here, Ted. Wish obviously we were coming into this game in a little better position instead of backs against the wall, but what can you do? This is one we desperately need against the Gentrys.
It'll be all right. We'll win this one for Sally Hemings, Justin.
Yeah, sure.
It's, and prove that it wasn't only DEI that got her to where she got.
Yep. Well, hey, you know what? That's why you tune in here, folks. A Thomas Jefferson joke. That's right. So glad you could join us. Looks like, I just got a message from Browning that he's on and ready and just waiting for Chris to get his computer figured or whatever it is. So I'm sure they'll be joining in a couple of minutes and we can get things underway.
All right. Well, they do live in Virginia, so it might be hard for them to figure out the computer. I am pretty sure they've banned learning how to read and write, right, in Virginia again, just to make sure that Sally Hemings doesn't get a leg up.
No, I don't know if they allow that anymore.
No, I don't know that they ever have. Capital of the Confederacy here. Let's
Yeah.
not forget. Never forget.
No, of course not. Now, just to be clear, the Washington Capitals are up 3-0 in their game against Max Goldman's Montreal Canadiens. They're up 3-1 in the series, so it would take a pretty monumental collapse, no pun intended, for them to blow that. But we'll see. We will see. It looks like they might be moving on to the next round. Ted, are you real excited about hockey? You're a big hockey guy, right?
No. I have nothing against hockey. It seems fun. I just never really got into it. It's cool. I mean, Ovechkin when they won the title a couple of years, like 6 years ago at this point. I enjoyed them getting drunk and going into the fountains in DC.
Yes, that was pretty great.
They're also better than some Washington region teams, and they actually play in the district. Um, but that should be fixed soon, if you believe the renderings.
No, that's not going to happen.
You don't think the DC Council is gonna hand over $1 billion?
God, I don't know. I don't know. Muriel Bowser loves handing over money. The council though less so.
Muriel Bowser actually owes me $255,000 right now, so I'm displeased.
Okay, all right. Explain.
Well, there's some grant money, and oh boy, that has been like pulling teeth.
I see. Okay.
Let me tell you, DC government officials, they work sometimes.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm sorry to hear they're not working for you.
Well, there is some. I mean, somebody did a job to do that. Did you see the new Commander Stadium? They drew that up, and they're like, look, this view of the Capitol that you could definitely see from RFK.
Yes.
You can, oh, absolutely, it's just right there, clear as day. We just have to put that stadium up so it's like 50 feet in the air, knock down some trees, some buildings, it'll be fine.
Yeah, that's all you need.
Yeah.
No problem.
What a, what a joke. What a joke. Ugh.
I
If we had
guess it
gotten
would.
our old buddy Graham McLaughlin on the council, this wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah. Would he vote for a stadium?
I'm pretty sure he's like a socialist, so no.
Yeah, he doesn't. I don't know Graham well, but I don't think he does not strike me as a guy who would vote for a stadium.
No.
He does
No.
not strike me as the pro business, pro Muriel Bowser type of
Yeah.
would be councilman.
Yeah. Maybe we'll see. We have. Ugh. Oh, local government. So fun.
Yeah. Meantime, ton of budget cuts. My kid's preschool is worrying about DC budget cuts, but he's only going to be there for 3 more months, and then he's off to kindergarten. So,
Okay. Well, he'll make kindergarten great again, I'm sure.
yeah, I mean, no doubt about it. That's obviously what we're sending him there to do.
All right. Can you send them crayon drawings of how to log in and fucking play this game? There we go. All right.
All
Good work,
right,
Justin.
let's play. The district and Virginia,
Oh, this
and
sucks.
we got some garbage. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, obviously a Middle East headline and probably an AR1 Asia scoring.
Yeah. Hmm.
This is horrific.
This is really bad. I mean, do you want to think about some sort of weird blockade setup here?
Oh
Or do we
God,
just hold and blockade? I mean,
boy,
are we
this
holding
we
blockade?
have. I mean, we do. Yeah, we do have Truman. So
So, okay. So hold and blockade, obviously, there's that option. There is some weird alternative setup,
oh
like
God.
1-1-3-4-2.
Um, I mean, did
We
you
can just
want
hold
to?
blockade. I mean,
We. I mean, unless we get purged, obviously. Um,
right, in which case we're absolutely and utterly fucked. Um, so if we get purged, then the weird Europe setup is
yeah. So if we get
bad.
purged. If we get purged, the weird Europe setup is good. Um, if we don't get purged, just it's an easy space decall. We do have to give Vietnam,
Yeah,
which is probably we're probably Vietnam cooing Vietnam with this terrible hand.
yeah.
So that's not great. I don't know. I'm down with the weird West Germany play. One, you want to go 1-1-3-4-2?
Yeah, I would do it like this. Yeah, that's what I would do. Now, okay, so what happens if we do this and we don't get purged? We have Truman, so if they rush West Germany, that's actually not an issue.
Yeah. Well, we'll just trigger blockade, put the one back in.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So I feel like this is maybe better. Now, we have no Europe attack cards, De Gaulle, bad, Socialists,
Yeah.
bad.
But those are both not purge.
Those are both not purge. Yeah. Do you
I,
want to do this? Or
yeah.
do you want to just hold blockade? Or try to hold blockade?
No, let's do the weird thing.
Okay.
Let's do the weird thing. Let's do this.
Okay. All right. All
Middle East
right.
headline, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, this, yeah.
I don't know what's worse, Nasser or Purge, honestly. All right. So I think now priorities are get Asia. I'm a little. I might do blockade first before Asia.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we just don't want them taking Afghanistan, assuming we don't see a friggin' D-stall headline here, because they obviously know we're not headlining defectors.
I don't know. We could
Um,
be real weird in headline defectors. I don't know. It's a D-style head. Yeah. Yeah. D-style headline's problematic.
I mean, a D-stall headline going into Lao is a problem. Um, so, I mean, we'll see what they do. But yeah, I mean, I guess there's not a huge rush, not a huge rush to score Asia immediately. But I still like to do. I mean, let's see what they do. Well, we'll see what they do. I like
Yeah.
getting rid of Asia with this horrible hand, even though we know they don't have Vietnam or decall. But getting rid of blockade and replacing it and just getting that done is also nice.
Yes. Right. Agreed. Because I mean, our goal for this turn is to try to secure West Germany and get Asia out relatively
Yes,
painlessly, right? And
yes.
then that's pretty much it.
Score Middle East for 4. Score Asia for -1. Secure West Germany and beat them to space. That would be the absolute dream.
Yeah.
That would be amazing. I really hate that they're talking this long. I really hate that. That suggests to me that they're thinking about a D-stall headline.
don't- maybe. I think that they're probably what they're considering is De Gaulle.
Yeah, De Gaulle would be really annoying. De Gaulle and then a coup of whatever is annoying.
Yeah, I don't know what we do in that case.
I don't really want to think about it.
I mean, socialist is also really bad.
Sock Govs is bad, but it's not that bad. I mean, what are they going to? They're going to take out of West Germany and just take West Germany, and then blockade becomes free.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're brilliant for
I mean,
our.
there.
Uh,
Yeah, this would be a real
yeah,
tough
this
hand
is
with
game
Germany
losingly
for.
bad if we
Yeah.
get if we don't do what we just did.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, so yeah, let's see.
I mean, they're just gonna you just coup Iran here. I don't.
I think, I mean, our coup of Italy's like really problematic.
I mean, they have to get a huge roll. Okay, well, I'm glad they didn't invent that. Okay, I don't care about that. I think we just score Asia, right?
You wanted to score Asia rather than do the blockade
Yeah,
thing?
because if they just take Afghanistan here,
Yeah.
like that's a huge problem for us.
Yeah, yeah, we can't do anything about that. All right.
Yeah,
Good with this?
yeah, good
Okay.
with this.
Okay. All right. Well, we've accomplished two of the three things that we wanted to accomplish.
Yeah,
Suez also means there's only one card that could knock us out of the Middle East now.
yeah, and there's no. I cannot imagine they're going to trigger it with Middle East scored. Okay, next priority obviously is to trigger blockade. Um, Now, obviously, the we don't want to see them put two into West Germany. That would be bad. But I really liked getting rid of Asia. Now we're gonna have to give up Vietnam here, so this is probably a Vietnam coup Vietnam situation, right? If
Um,
we could coup Iran, but if we do that, then like we don't have the ops to do anything.
right. Yeah, right. Yes, I think if we have, I mean, again, I still think that the priority is, oh, okay, well, I had that too.
So just use U.S. Japan to take that back. I mean, using U.S. Japan to take. We could also trigger Truman now. We could also no, yeah.
No.
No, we can't trigger Truman. I guess should we just use U.S. Japan to take that back? I mean, Suez is
Yes,
gone.
that seems good. That yes, I am leaning towards that. I am just thinking,
Suez is gone.
yes, it's
Now
the
De
only
Gaulle is
unscored
gone
region.
forever.
Yeah. So, okay.
I mean, we're just trying to survive here.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
this is hideous, but yeah, we have to do it. And now at least De Gaulle's gone forever.
Ugh.
The fact that they cooed with Suez, maybe the rest of their hand sucks.
Maybe. The other thing on, I know like this is down the line. I think we have other things to do, but space-wise, I, well, I guess we can't. Never
We
mind.
can't space.
We
Yeah.
can't. Well, I was gonna say containment.
Yeah.
So if we got containment, I wonder if it's worth spacing T-call then, or if we just say screw it and we'll just hold it and see if we can hold it through.
Did you give him a GLHF and whatnot?
No,
All right. We should do that.
no.
Okay, good. Space, and they miss. Fantastic. Blockade back into West Germany.
Okay, good.
Yep, good. Not
Okay.
not good.
Well, but
Not
we
good. But
accomplished the three things that we wanted to accomplish.
yes. So we didn't lose West Germany. We have Truman. So now we're gonna have to coup and just lose Thailand. Asia's just gonna be unspeakable disaster. Should Vietnam coup Vietnam be next? I mean, I hate it playing it that early, but we're going to probably need to coup two out of these three ARs, right?
Yeah. Oh, we didn't have to play Vietnam. I don't think that Fidel cooing Iran is terrible.
No, I would much rather do that. I would much rather do that, but we have to play Vietnam, and so when we have three playable ops, and two of them need to be coups. So, and then Truman, I assume, is AR6, just one, just straight
Right.
up one in
One
Western.
into,
Oh,
okay,
that's
yeah.
a problem. Okay, well, I'll take our two VPs, I guess. I just Truman that, right?
Yeah, because if we put
That's the best value we're going to get out of Truman.
it is, yeah, and if we just obviously put one in there,
Yeah, they'll just put
we're
another three.
they'll put three in. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, just Truman that. It's weak, but that's what we're gonna do. And now we coup with Fidel. Now we coup Iran. Now you coup Iran with Fidel, and then AR6. Fuck. Man, they had a great hand.
I'm surprised they didn't coup with that.
Yeah, and then yeah, that's weird that they didn't just use the four op to coup. This is just a Fidel coup of Iran, right? And then Vietnam AR6 to Malaysia, make them take Thailand on AR1,
Yeah.
right? This is Fidel coup of Iran. We're gonna lose Lebanon. I
All right. All right.
it's yeah.
You're going too fast. Slow down. Slow down. So, yeah, I mean, I think I agree.
If
Yeah,
you've got a better idea, by all means.
I don't right now. I'm just seeing if I do. Okay, which I don't. So, all right, we will coup Iran with Fidel. All right. Well, that is large.
That's extremely helpful. We are getting cooed right back out of their next turn. But I guess if we get cooed right back out of their next turn, that
We
means
can
they're
take
not taking
Thailand.
Thailand.
Yeah.
And if they give us containment right here, we're just spacing Vietnam, right?
Do you want to space Vietnam or do you want to space decall?
With blockade gone, I think don't we want to hold decall? I mean, it's worse if we get destall. But
Well, no, then you just hold decall and space decall.
well, yeah, it's worse if we get destall because we could play Vietnam if we got destall. That would be two ops that we could use.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, if they have containment, you just go one West Germany, like two Yugoslavia or two Portugal.
Yeah, they would take one of the Mediterranean countries. They might also they might not do that, and they might take Lebanon. Okay, well we have six VPs. There's gonna be Lebanon, West Germany.
Well,
Yeah.
we're gonna end with five, but yeah,
Yes. Okay, so let's just
yeah, yeah.
it's just Malaysia.
There's
Right?
nothing to do. Yeah,
Yep.
right.
Yeah. I think we played that as best we could.
Yeah, I think so
It's
too.
terrible, but I think we played it as best we possibly
I
could.
mean, that Fidel coup on Iran was massive.
Yeah. I mean they are yeah. Now that gives them a choice next turn that they have to make. Marshall, please. Marshall? Marshall?
No, Marshall.
Nope. Garbage. Oh, it's 5-year plan? Looking for containment or Marshall, right? We don't want to headline CIA. This is just 5-year plan hunting for a containment or Marshall.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, CIA is obviously the other option, but that just hands
No,
them
CIA
Thailand,
is
so that's
very
not
bad.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
CIA is very bad
Yeah.
here.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm good with 5-year plan. All right.
Yep,
Good.
do it.
Okay. Marshall, Europe scoring's not bad.
Europe scoring would be a great pull. I mean, Romanian is a great headline for them here.
Yeah.
As that is a very annoying headline. So they had they had Purge and NATO last turn. Wow, look at those ops. My goodness.
Yeah, versus
20,
0-0.
22 ops plus whatever they held.
That wasn't great. And we had 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah. Yeah, that's bad, but okay.
That's bad. All right.
Okay.
I'll take that.
That's what we were looking for. Also, what we were looking for.
Huge. Okay. All right. Now. Okay. So now I think Nasser becomes our space card, right? We space Nasser,
Yeah.
hold decall.
Yes, we're going to space Nasser and hold decall for sure.
Okay.
Now they have to choose between the coup and taking Thailand. They will presumably take Thailand.
I would take Thailand probably that way.
And then we're going to coup Iraq and get our mill ops, right? You want to coup Iraq and get our mill ops?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you could coup Lebanon, but I don't have any interest in giving the coup of Iran.
No,
So
we
yeah.
can't allow the coup of Iran. I think
Okay.
we just get this is yeah, we got to take this.
All right. Well, Middle East loves McDonald's today, Justin.
Yeah. Okay. Um,
Okay. Well, we're gonna have to.
we're gonna have to get dominated in Europe is what's gonna happen. But
No, no.
they're gonna take Greece here.
They should. They should do that. That's what they should do.
That's a good card for them to have. Yeah.
And they did. Okay.
So that's 5 countries to our
Yeah,
3.
we
we're
cannot stop that.
we're cooked in Europe.
Yeah, no, we cannot stop that.
Uh,
We could jam, but I don't want to do that.
no. So
Pakistan.
I think special just 2 Egypt, 1 Pakistan. Or we could just space Nasser right here. Because that 2VP is still up for grabs.
That's true.
The other thing is we could be worried that they have D-stall and we could go Angola. But I think at this point...
No, so the benefit.
Oh, Algeria.
Yeah, yeah, you want to take Algeria?
I think Algeria 1 Pakistan is good because the war is unspoken for. Right?
The war is unspoken for, yes. Algeria did makes sense. I think that they're going to score Europe.
Yep.
I don't know.
Do you want to jam Thailand?
That was what I was thinking of. I'm not saying that that's the right play, but it's a possibility. It distracts them. They just need a 3-op. There's D-stall and EEU
Yeah, that's it.
left, and then Marshall, which
If they want to give us Marshall, if they want to give us Marshall without filling Turkey, that gives us a fighting chance in Europe.
right. So
I'm fine with Warsaw jam Thailand.
well, Warsaw I don't think makes sense to do it. I don't think Warsaw makes sense to do that with.
Okay,
I
you
think
want
you
to
just
jam
do
it with
it
NTB?
with NTB, right? And you don't want to give them the extra ops in here.
Yeah, that's true. You want to make if they do give Marshall, you want to make it more painful. Okay.
Yeah. Now, look. There's also so here's the other thing is that special Algeria 1 Pakistan. Then you could jam. Now they're just going to score Europe, right?
Yeah.
So it makes the jam somewhat less effective, although not entirely less effective.
So the other question is, what do we want to do with this turn? Do we want to get to Libya? We've got to take Algeria. We've got to get to India.
Yeah, so I kind of think we ignore the jam and we just use our ops advantage here to get into, and then we want to get to, 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 get to
I think we're just hoping they don't have D-stall at this
So
point.
two. All right. So hold on. Let's do so four space. So 4, 7, 11, 12.
Assuming we can get two into Egypt without Nasser, I don't. I'm fine using Nasser to take Libya instead of spacing it.
Yeah, but the space. I mean, we want a space anyways.
We do. All right,
I kind of like
are we gonna jam Thailand? Or are we not gonna jam Thailand? If we're not gonna jam Thailand, I like two Algeria, one Pakistan.
That's what I like.
Let's
But if
just
you
do
want
that
to
right
jam,
now.
I would. I'm down to jam
Yeah,
Thailand.
yeah. Let's just do this.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Base score Europe. We can get into India. I think this is not the worst thing in the world.
We can fight here in Asia
Right.
because of that
that's
huge role with Fidel.
right.
They should just
And
score Europe if they have
maybe
it.
yeah. If they
Or they might. I mean, they might de-stall. They might also de-stall.
yeah, be problematic. The AI war was actually annoying for their mill ops.
Yeah, but still, we saved two VPs, and I mean, flipping over the one in Iraq is not nothing.
No, that's actually huge. They don't have access to Iran now,
Yeah.
and we can take it. And then it's Muslims or II war.
This seems like a de-stall.
It is but we also took a long time to do something relatively simple.
We could have, yeah. I mean, we could have gone Angola, but if we'd done that, they would have just like they would have cooed Angola next turn. So, I mean, not a
Angola is only good if we can get to Zaire.
yeah,
And I think your point is we have decal and we're holding it, so we don't care that much.
yeah.
Let's see. I mean, they got to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and with the EU unseen. And they got to play all their cards.
I mean, if they do that, we could jam East Germany.
Well, we're holding Warsaw, so we need to figure that out.
Yeah. They're gonna give us Marshall. That okay? They're gonna take Turkey. Okay, that
I don't
doesn't.
care about any of this.
I mean, yeah. So we're dominated in Europe. We knew that, but that gives us a nice overprotection in France. Yeah, Denmark, Austria. I don't think what Finland. I guess Finland.
I don't think we need
doesn't
Italy.
matter.
I don't think it matters in
No,
Italy.
four in Italy's fine. Okay. So clearly now we have to take Pakistan.
Yeah, do you want to put 2 in there and um or do you want to go like UN 1 and 1, or I don't think we want to let them flip it. And I think that
No.
they are inclined to do so because we took a card from them.
Yeah, I like two. I like getting having three in Pakistan and then getting one in India. So one, two, one in India, and then you want to go one Egypt.
Yeah.
Indonesia could be important, but I like getting the one in Egypt now.
Yeah, and then and then if
Gives us a
Nasser,
little more flexibility with Nasser. I think this is right.
yeah. Okay, I'm
Let's
good
do
with
this. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm not playing Warsaw because I want to force them to think about it at least.
You mean if they have EU?
Yeah. Yep. 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 And NATO's now active.
Yeah, it would be great if we could get NATO. Okay, that sucks, but nothing we could do.
Okay, now I think is the time of space.
Yeah, if we're gonna space, now's the time.
I like spacing. I don't
All
like
right.
giving them
Okay, let's
plus it's 2 VP.
let's space Nasser now. Okay, that was two muchly needed VPs. Wait, Nasser's not removed, it's just discarded. Okay, and now we have six more ops, one Egypt, two Libya, two India.
Maybe not. Maybe we want to take.
Yeah, Southeast Asian countries may be because they're going to presumably take South Korea here. But Egypt and Libya are a must. I don't think we need to worry about Jordan. If they want to score Middle East for 3 for us in the headline, they please by all means do it.
Okay, so I would do UN just to Libya.
I think that's good. Yeah.
Then we have a 4-op to do whatever we need to do here. Let's see. I mean, I don't. I mean, yeah, 2 ARs. They need 3 in Egypt. They need a fourth or a third in Thailand. So that's 4 ops.
Could also use Warsaw to jam West Germany. Make them react. Even with Truman gone, make them react. In the headline. Stops Europe Dom. It's all about let's see what they do. I keep saying that, but I'm really glad we got those two VPs from space. I am very proud and pleased with how we have played this so far. It's not that I like our position. I do not. Particularly if they have D-stall here, which seems likely. But I am happy with how we've played this so far.
One other, you pay me to be drunk idea is we could flip Lebanon.
Yeah.
I don't. If Middle East obviously it scored. If it wasn't, that'd be a much better idea. But I think I think given our board position, I think we just want to take.
There's too many open battlegrounds.
I think we just want to take open battlegrounds, and that kind of includes for me the poke of West Germany, particularly with Truman gone.
Yeah.
Um, and the other thing about it, even if we succeeded in flipping over West Germany, we're not getting done. They have all 3 Mediterranean countries.
I mean, if we flip over West Germany, that's 4 countries to their 5. One in Canada is like one in Canada evens it out. Like we have a chance. But again, it regardless of whether we get Dom or not, it's a 6 VP flip. Oh shit.
That's not good. Okay.
So I think your just to Libya plan is
Libya, right?
fine. Yeah, let's just do this. Libya is important. Let's get Libya.
Okay.
Yeah, do this.
Yeah, I was thinking I was going back to the Thailand jam. Certainly, if they don't overprotect, then I change my tune here.
So they have 3 countries to our 2 in Asia. So 1 Indonesia stops Dom as it stands. Okay, Independent Reds is going to do that. Doesn't okay? They were worried about that Lebanon
Very
flip.
defensive, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that doesn't bother me. So Warsaw Pact 2 West Germany, 1 Indonesia.
Okay, you want to do that?
Is okay. If we're not doing that, it's 2 India, 1 Egypt.
1 Egypt, 1 Indonesia.
Yeah, 1 Indonesia, right?
Mm-hmm.
Unless you wanted to get into probably Burma's better than Indonesia in that case, right? To threaten Laos.
Yeah. Okay, well, we're playing more side. I guess.
No, just give it to them. Just give it to them now.
If you really want to poke West Germany, we can do that.
I'm not saying we need to.
I have no problem with that.
I'm fine. You know what? Maybe it's not even that big a threat. There also are no big cards known to be coming, other than the biggest card coming next turn is the EU. Everything else is 1s, 2s, and D-stall. So it may not be a big threat. And they also have China. So I'm fine going with the more conventional play. 1 Egypt, 1 Egypt, 2 India, 1 Burma.
1 Burma.
I think I like 1 Burma better than Indonesia. They don't have access.
Yeah.
They're not using D-stall in Indonesia.
Yeah. They can't do anything in the headline other than IP war.
Yeah, and if they hit an IP war, we are super fucked anyway. I think this is boring, but I think it's fine. It secures open battlegrounds, which is a good thing.
Okay. All right. Go with this.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Yeah. 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 If Truman were around, I'd feel differently.
Oh
Just to have it
yes,
spread out
for sure.
there.
Okay, we got
Okay.
D-stall and garbage, but only garbage was
But
left
there
really.
was only garbage.
C5. They got CNS, which really was the only big prize. They got EEU, Formosan, CNS, Korean War. Is that my understanding?
Yep, that's what I have.
Okay, Asia redraw is Asia's our okay. Oh God, this hand sucks. Asia's our clear headline though, right? And we're just hoping because
They
we're not fighting for Dom here.
they have to have redrawn IP war, and then they have to hit a 1 out of 3.
And if they redraw IP War and hit it, we are 100
We're
million
fucked
percent
anyways.
dominated in Asia. So headline it.
Well,
Yeah,
no. We would be able to. We'd take a bunch of stuff.
I guess yeah.
We would be able to take all of this.
Yeah, but
But
now we're dumping
yeah,
it, and we can spend those ops that we would be
it's
taking that with in battlegrounds.
Middle East and make moves in Africa.
Yeah. Okay, Nasser redraw NTB. We got Romanian, which is annoying. I wish we did not have to give them Romanian. I do like potentially double spacing here if we can.
Space decall first, right?
Okay, that's what we saw. Yeah, decall first, obviously. Okay, so give up the one there. They'll coup, presumably. They know they're not getting decall or destall. I assume this has got to be Panama.
Panama. There's just no question.
All right, double space seems a lot less likely now. Although they're probably not spacing the EU or Formosan. But then again, they don't have a ton to do with their ops. We have the access.
Yeah, I don't see any reason to not just space immediately.
I want to take Lao. That's important.
You want to take
For
Lao? Okay, that's
yeah,
fair.
it's a
No,
two
that's
VP
fair.
swing in Southeast
That's
Asia.
fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Could matter for
Alright.
Dom later.
Yep.
So I think Lao, Angola, maybe.
Lao, Angola. Yep. Nope. I like that. You're right.
Ooh. Well, guess we shouldn't have scored Asia. But they clearly weren't handing over Dom. So, all right. Well, that's unfortunate. But I think this is good, right?
Yeah, I think this is good.
Is there any reason to go Saharan? No, because if we want to do that, we can do that later.
We do that
this.
later.
Just do this. Just do this. Okay, we may see a Columbia play out of them, given how terrible our hand is. So I would like to decall. I'd like to space decall next, if at all possible.
Yes. Yeah. What are they? What the fuck are they gonna do? Take South Korea.
Yeah, they want to take South Korea. They have the war, so presumably they will take South Korea with the war. Especially because they just gave up U.S. Japan. We need them to not have Europe scoring, is what we need. So, yeah, okay.
Like what, a 20%, a little less than a 20% chance of having Europe scoring. If you have it, you score it right now.
I mean, they know they don't have to wait, but they also have nothing better to do than score Europe. So,
Why not? So it's Colombia. It's like going to Malaysia to fuck with us.
yeah, that's
Jordan's
dumb.
not crazy.
Yeah, I'm hoping that that's the discussion they're having right now is what the fuck we do with our ops.
Right. I mean, you just take South Korea and then you move on with your life. Do you want to put another one in Burma at some point?
At some point, I don't know if by the end of turn 3 though.
No.
I definitely do. So we have, assuming we don't double space, we have 8 ops. Zaire one Zaire, two Mexico. Probably one Angola is more important. If we want to go Saharan Nigeria, that's important.
So 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then we have
We
an
don't.
eighth
Yeah, we don't
floating
have a
around.
lot. We don't have a lot to work with here. Okay, that's a nice redraw for them. Jordan. Okay, I don't care at all about
We
that.
need to take the Gulf states.
Yes, please take Gulf states. Space decall, right? Immediately.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Go ahead and do that. Okay, that's too bad. I thought they would just use EEU for that, save SOC-Govs, but I'm very glad to see SOC-Govs gone to the late war, given our precarious Europe situation.
Yeah, plus now we know 3 of their 5.
Yeah,
This should just be Korean War take South Korea, right?
yeah, that would make all kinds of sense.
They seem to be eager about Saudi Arabia. And they don't have access to
They also took Jordan and didn't just put one in there.
Yeah, I don't know what. I don't know.
It doesn't matter that much, I wouldn't think. If they have Middle East, you just dump it.
One Iraq is not like
Yeah.
totally crazy.
So next is okay. Well, that's an annoying redraw for them. I would like to have that around. Okay, they go one Iraq, one Israel. Well, we're not contesting that, right?
I don't think so. Maybe just go one Zaire. I mean, well, yeah. I think we want to save the 4 for South Africa and Mexico, right?
Yeah, and if we do, yeah. So yeah, let's do Romania and Zaire. We need to go to Zaire, so let's just do that now.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I might want. This smells to me like Middle East. This weirdness.
But we know 3 of their 4 now.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, the fact that they are splitting, that they're hedging their bets like this is weird. But again, I like it. It makes sense because they don't have anything else to do with their ops. So
Yeah.
I think I would have taken Saudi first. They have Korean War, which has to take South Korea.
Yeah, if they don't do that, I kind of want to put one in South Korea.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Which we maybe should have done.
It's fine. We have more important things to do with our ops. They don't. Do you want to go? So, okay, there's the EU. Okay, that took. All right. Yeah, that makes sense. Both battlegrounds in Romania is fine. Okay, so is it Nasser into Saharan?
With the hope that you can still you coup with Cambridge.
You coup with
Five.
if they coup us, we coup with Cambridge save 2 VPs. If they don't coup us, then we can take Nigeria and get Africa control.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not saying this is the best.
No,
We also could wait on Nasser till AR6 because if we don't do this, they're gonna take Egypt. If we give Nasser early, they're gonna take Egypt. But
Right. That was sort of my concern, but I mean, if they do that, like,
it doesn't really matter, does it?
no,
I mean,
I don't
obviously,
think
obviously Muslims and Middle East scoring AR1 is devastating, but it's going to be anyway, regardless of whether they take Egypt or not.
so. Right.
So we have 7 ops: one Saharan, one Nigeria, 2 South Africa, 2 Mexico is 6, and then I guess another one in Angola, or we could do Burma or Indonesia.
Yeah.
Probably Burma.
Yeah, I think now's the time for NAS because I mean, we could. Well, I guess we could play Nuclear Test Ban now, and get the Mexico South African thing done. I guess that's the other option.
Um,
But
they have a couple of. We know they have 2 ops, so if they want to coup,
yeah,
they're going to coup.
right.
Yeah, you know what? I guess you're right. If they're gonna coup, make them do it on their AR6.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's
Yeah,
do
this is probably
this.
better.
This seems fine.
Yeah, this is better. I sort of suspect that they have Middle East.
No way. They would not put one in three separate Middle Eastern battlegrounds if they had Middle East.
What the fuck are they doing? Why are they doing that to begin with?
Okay, Birth Turtle is their unknown. Okay, they missed two.
All right.
All right, now I like that. Now, is it Nasser Sahara? It's Saharan, right? Not Cameroon?
Yeah, because you don't want to give them
Yeah,
access to the
yeah.
ones down.
I like this. And none, yeah,
And we're not putting ourselves in a realigned position.
yeah, do this. Okay, now if they want to coup with Formosan or Korean War, we get our mill ops. If they don't coup, we get Africa control, and then I do like the extra in Angola.
Yeah. Yep.
I might like it better than Burma anyway, but I'm open to Burma if you're afraid, if you're very scared of the IP war.
No, they just scored.
Asia's scored, and also if we lose India at this point, I think we can still fight them on Dom.
Then we just take all the Southeast Asian countries.
Yeah, like we can fight that before the. They may very well coup here, given how little they have to do, but.
I would if I were them.
But that's fine. Like I like the idea of taking two immediate VPs. Yep, they're gonna do it, and just don't roll a 1 or a 6. That's annoying. Formosan could be a problem for them later, but all right, let's get our 2. Okay, not a good roll, but okay, yeah, glad we did that on AR6. And they held Korean. Okay, this is
Good and some bad.
Yeah. Okay. This has to be Kennedy, but it doesn't have to be in the headline.
Correct. And in fact
Is
I
it
think it's
Purge?
yeah, I think it's purge, and then because if they do junta and they're purged, there's a chance we can still take all of them out,
Yeah, with VOA.
right, with VOA.
And maybe get
Um,
him out of Saharan. Okay. Yeah, so it's Purge because of missile envy,
right.
and for that reason, and just because Purge is good, then probably, and Kennedy immediately if we can.
Yep.
VOA immediately if it's devastating. Yeah, I
Yep.
think Purge is
Yep.
fine. Yeah, let's do it.
Well, yeah, and then missile envy we give Che.
Yeah. Yeah, Jay's nothing. So yes.
Yeah, actually, we should keep that in mind before we just ditch it with Kennedy.
Yeah, I guess it's free.
Is it
Yeah.
actually is it just a neutral 3 out?
It's free unless we use Panama first.
Okay, well they can coup
But
Costa Rica.
yeah. Yuck. Okay,
Okay,
but
well, they go first.
I'm glad that's only 3 ops, but so what they're just going to take 2 coups in Africa, which sucks.
Yeah, in which case then I trigger Che and coup Saharan, or yeah, right?
Yeah.
Or if their coup rolls are real bad.
If their coup rolls are truly atrocious, then sure, VOA.
I don't really know what you're thinking about. I think you just coup Zaire
This
here.
is an easy Zaire coup, unless they have Central and they're going to try and go for a big knockout, or maybe they have Middle East.
I think if you're Middle East, I mean, I guess we just purge them, but I was like, you just
Middle East is
ops
2
in
at this
Middle
point. It's
East.
not going to get worse. Africa seems like better.
Yeah, especially purged.
Yeah, South African.
All right, I'm gonna use the bathroom while I think about it.
Okay.
They're still thinking about it.
That tells me they have scoring cards.
Yes. Yes, 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 it does.
Or maybe
Um,
specifically a scoring card that is not Africa. It tells me they have Central or they also might be thinking about getting truly nuts and going Colombia,
Colombia.
Venezuela.
Yeah. Yeah. And if they do that, then I want to use voice.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what they're going to do.
Okay. And now they're gonna just go this. Oh, too cute by half. A little bit
Oh, that
here.
was
All right.
way too cute.
Okay. So,
This is
um,
just voice, isn't it?
well, yeah, but then we have the same Colombia problem.
Oh, yeah, because we can't coup. That's
Right.
right.
Voice is good, right? Because
I mean, or it could be, it could just be Panama. What about just
it
use
could,
Panama?
yeah, yeah, yes, 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 yes.
Yeah.
Clearly, that's the other option, but cool your jets.
Yeah.
So, if we just go Panama, then they just put three. Then they just put three in Venezuela.
With a four op that we don't know they have, but sure.
Okay,
But then
and
we
then
get
we take
Brazil.
it with Che.
Yep.
Yes, then we get Brazil. Okay, okay, yeah. Because now the flip side of this is we voice them out of Haiti, Colombia, Saharan, and Nigeria.
Yep.
They presumably go back into Colombia, right?
Yep. Or we could just Kennedy now.
No, I hate that.
And then if they go into then they go into Venezuela, we voice them out of there.
We voice them out of there and Colombia.
Yeah, and then they go back into Colombia, then we pan them.
Ooh,
I'm not saying it's great. I'm saying it's an option
that's pretty sneaky.
because we need to Kennedy and we need to do it soon.
That is pretty sneaky.
And the other thing is, if we Panama, Che is no longer free, and that's two milops for them, which is
Yeah, that's
actually
true.
not nothing. Boy, that CMC play was very interesting.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Because they're not gonna put they're obviously not gonna put three in Venezuela. That'd be crazy.
No, I
That'd
can't
be crazy.
imagine they're not going to put three in Venezuela.
So the downside of that is we can't get them out of Africa entirely.
Yeah, so we could do the voice now, and do
We sort of end up back in the same situation.
the Haiti. I don't really care about.
Okay.
Or maybe we do. So Colombia, Saharan, Nigeria just completely eliminates a lot of access for them. And then if they go back into Colombia, then we can't because then we're going to Kennedy, right? Because
No,
we need to
well,
get rid of this bad stuff so that we have ops after
right.
Panama.
So we're in the same position either way, I think, right? And
But
so,
voicing first helps us more in Africa.
right, right, right. But going Kennedy first gives us more information, and it makes them use their precious ops under purge.
Yeah.
And here's the other thing is that they might think, okay, well, they're under CMC, so we
Yeah.
actually don't even need to go into Venezuela.
Yeah, that's true. All right. You want
I
Kennedy now?
Yeah, so we're D-style gunman and South African.
Yeah, the question is do we also want to dump lads?
I would dump lads.
And what about Che because we're going to use Panama before we're going to need three ops, right?
Yeah, probably.
Che
All
is
right,
Che is
you just want to
unlikely to
dump
be
all
free.
of these five.
And yeah, we could dump all those five and hope to get something good. Get
Okay.
something better than a blank two.
All right. Yeah, I like this plan.
It's aggressive, but yeah, dumping Che is weird, but I think it's right given that we're going to definitely Panama this turn and quickly, regardless of what they do. Let's
Yeah.
do it. Let's do this.
Okay, well, we got some good stuff. And Grain
Okay.
Sales was that last card for Che.
Yeah. Okay.
Shit. Holy shit. Okay.
Okay, so CMC is gone.
Salt, which is not great under CMC.
Salt is useless. It's Allende sucks too. We
Yeah, we can't
can't.
play Ende, so we have to just
Fuck.
play Salt Props.
I hate playing salt props, but I mean Puppets is amazing. Junta is amazing. I'd love to hold Grain. Maybe we can give Allende AR6
Well, we could.
or
Now,
AR7.
again, they're purged, right? And so, like, let's see if they show weakness in our hand. I don't think it's crazy to play Allende if we can hold, if we don't play voice.
Yeah,
But I guess we're playing voice. I think that
this is just going to be
theory of the
Venezuela.
case. Okay, so now we play voice, right?
Yes. Voice. Yes. Voice of Venezuela, Colombia, and I guess Nigeria.
Yeah, might as well, right?
I mean, there's a case for Lebanon, but it doesn't really matter.
There's a case. Well, West Germany.
Well, not that voice doesn't work in Europe, buddy.
Okay, well then fine. Fuck you.
I think this is because where would we? Because if we're gonna
We have puppets.
Yeah, we could puppet in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do this. Do this. I like that they don't have Allende, and I like that they don't have Salt. Okay, Comic-Con. Okay, we knew that. All right, now it is...
Do we want to play Panama or do we just play puppets?
Or is it Junta? Block them off completely.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
And then we have to realign Colombia instead of cooing it?
Well, do you want to realign Colombia or do you want to realign Cuba?
At -1? Yeah, I guess they're both -1.
They're both -1.
Yeah, I guess Cuba's better because higher potential of doing something awesome.
Higher upside.
Um,
I like the Junta play into. Yeah, I think that's right.
And then,
And block
God,
them.
it's again we can't hold it. It's CMC is damn annoying. We can't poke West Germany either. Yeah,
We can. I mean, you can with Salt.
but not right now.
No.
Yeah, I like the Junta to block them off. This will also really annoy them. And then just realign Cuba, I guess. Okay, that wasn't going to work regardless, and that wasn't going to work regardless. Okay. And they just need to not have brush now.
That'd be real bad.
You know what? The other thing is they might have CIA.
Okay, I'm down. I mean, poking West Germany, they're under purge.
We probably have too much to do to think about poking West Germany, because we're gonna puppet and then we're gonna want to fill, right?
Yeah.
Do we want a Grain next?
Do you want to play Allende and hold Grain?
Yeah, we could. We could just puppet into the 3 South American countries, give them Allende. They may try realigns here, but I guess if they hit it, well, we're just going to Panama. So.
Poking West Germany and then grain sailing them. But then you only have a 1 in 3 chance.
Yeah, I'm also they might not have CIA. Like their play was a good one. Like assuming we don't have voice, their play was a very good and sneaky one. Does puppets have any better use than just Brazil, Chile, Argentina? I don't think that it does it?
No. I mean, you can make an argument for Indonesia. You can make an argument for throwing one in Africa for the Dom.
I don't want to give them Milops. So yeah, Indonesia makes sense, but we can take that at our leisure, I think.
No, I think the three South American battlegrounds good.
Now they might also have like How I Learned and play that AR7, which would be very bad. Okay, well, forget about Indonesia.
Yeah. Okay. Well, now I just think it's puppets, right?
Yeah, just pop it into these. Yeah, just do
Yeah.
this. Yep.
Okay, so that makes sense what they were talking about. Although I guess like I don't know what they were gonna do with ABM over here. But now, one, two, three. So we could take control here.
Yes. Or we could go. Okay, well, forget about the UN of Kitchen, huh?
Who cares zero about that? Do you want to play grain now?
Given that this makes them short an AR.
Yeah, I mean it depends what we get, right? I mean, we're not
Yeah.
gonna. Well,
So
I guess if we get some bad, we space, right? And that's not bad.
no, that's not bad. The other, yeah. Or do we give Allende, do the Hassan realigns in Chile?
No, but no, because
Yeah, that missing would be bad. I guess we're going to hold Allende. All right, that's fine. Let's grain. Let's grain. We could also salt. No, we can't salt. What am I saying? Yeah, that's fine.
no, we don't want to salt.
No, yeah, we're definitely not salting.
Grain. If we get something we want to space, we space it.
Yeah,
And if not, I mean that does sacrifice troll. They haven't spaced either, which is
yeah,
interesting. And I think that would have been the time. I don't understand this.
yeah. The other thing is we could salt on AR7,
Yes.
assuming they don't have mill ops. We could salt on
Yes.
AR7. So
Correct.
I think I like grain now
Okay. Let's just do grain.
with them only having 2 cards and see what we get.
Okay. Well, we don't want to give them mill ops, right? So we space that.
Yes, space that for sure.
Okay. Okay. Well, now we can wait. Now, wait a minute. We could salt for Junta. We could salt for voice now,
Yeah,
and we can just turn around and play it.
yes,
Voice seems real good.
yeah, it does.
Let's see what they do. But nothing that's going to give us mill op.
I don't think we can salt on AR6 because they can coup with China on AR7.
Yeah. Okay, I wasn't thinking about China.
I really don't want to hand over those VPs.
No, you're right.
And I don't. We can't give them a coup in Africa this turn. Like that. That is
No,
very
correct,
bad.
right. Just why? Yes, which is one of the several reasons why we were going to play salts. Originally, you're right about China. I was thinking it was just an empty. They would just have to pass, but you're right. Okay. So, all right. So then we just play Panama, and then we can talk about salting.
Yeah, Panama is has to be ops here. I don't want to let
Yeah,
them
I
coup
think
Costa
Brazil's
Rica.
better.
I think just Brazil.
Brazil is better. Yeah.
South African unrest is gone. Obviously, Portuguese is an issue, but I think we're going to leave Angola at 1.
Yeah, we still have three battlegrounds there too if they flip it.
Yeah,
So, let's see what happens. Voice seems really good
yeah.
to pull. Now you're going to DEFCON 5. Um,
Is voice better than ABM? Is the question.
let's see.
Better to place 4 of our own and take South America control, or take away 4 of theirs.
Knocking them out of here.
Yeah. Yes, that is really nice. But they're probably getting 2 coups in Africa. So
Yeah. So you even up the.
Oh, well,
Okay,
shit.
that's unfortunate. I mean, same, right? Doesn't.
I kind of want to take that back now. All right, don't we? I don't really want to hand over Libya.
Okay. Well, yeah, we don't, and then we can decide on salt.
Yes, then we can decide on salt. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if they want to be breaking nonsense while they're purged, that's like fine with me.
Yeah. I'm glad they broke that and not Venezuela.
Yeah, that would have been problematic. Well, we would have just repaired with salt, but
Yeah.
okay. So I assume that you play China here, even under purge.
Well, it depends on what they want to do with it. Like, what are they going to do with it?
Yeah, I think that. Oh no, they're gonna
Yeah, they're going to
pass.
pass. I thought they might. Okay. Um,
So look, conservative. You go one Brazil, one Argentina, one Cameroon.
you know me. I like the salt event. I think the question is, do we go ABM or do we go voice?
Yeah. So
ABM for 4 ops in the headline.
and it evens out the coups
Yeah,
if
evens
you
out
don't
the.
headline.
Lets us take the first coup if we want it. Lets us take South America control if we want that. I
Okay. All right. Yep. You're right.
I
All
think
right.
that's better than voice. Do you not agree? If you don't agree,
No, I agree. And then because we can headline it, we can also if they like headline Europe or something stupid,
yeah,
it
yes,
prevents them from headlining a scoring.
yep, it does.
Voice kind of does too,
Other than Europe,
other than
but
Europe, but I don't think it's as bad.
yeah, I mean, voice also does next to nothing in South America.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's do this.
Yeah, let's do this. I think this puts more pressure on them. All right, that was a very interesting turn.
That was an interesting turn.
Okay, DEFCON is at 5. We get
I like seeing Missile Envy Bear Tribe. This is pretty good. I'll take this.
okay. Yeah,
These are
would have
cards
liked
that I
to.
don't want in their hand.
Yeah. Okay. Bear Trap, Missile Envy, NORAD, Camp David. I think is a pretty good event here. Portuguese is great to have in our hand. Suez is great to get out of the deck, and Libs
Okay.
is great for them not to have as well.
Am I crazy or do we headline Missile Envy?
What can Missile Envy get us? Flower Power Muslim, We Will Bury You are all still out there. NATO is the dud of the group.
But NATO would be active and Special is still out there.
Yeah, and it means their AR1 plays only 2 ops.
Now, the
Yeah,
downside of that is if they headline Europe and we pull NATO, bad.
they're not going to headline Europe when we have a known ABM. Yeah, let's headline Missile Envy and let's do it quick, so they think it's ABM. I like Missile Envy. Maybe we can get a big pull here.
I always like Missile Envy. Always like Missile Envy.
Yeah,
And it also, and if they do headline Muslim, it actually that helps us quite a bit.
yeah, that's true. Lets us. That's too bad, but
That is
we
too
we
bad.
took that risk. That's better than Muslim.
We didn't take that risk. There was nothing we could do about that.
Yeah, I mean, we could have let them have the war, but I don't think that was. I think that saved us 2 VPs immediately. Like,
no. Space and Korean War was 1000% the right thing to do.
okay, that sucks, but whatever.
This will be a coup Zaire, you assume.
Yeah,
Yeah, big roll. Okay, we want to coup Nigeria with NORAD.
yeah.
Okay, well, glad we didn't coup Zaire.
Not what we were looking for there. And I think we're gonna have to just use ABM here in Africa once they coup this.
Yes, I would assume. And I mean, if it's at 4, I maybe feel differently.
Yeah.
If they get a big coup, then I'm
Then yeah, then I'm
and taking Africa Dom just to mess with them.
if they get a big number on Angola, at least Portuguese is mostly free.
Right.
The other question is, do we care about arms race? I think we probably say have at it because I kind of OPEC. Yeah. Okay. Well. Oh. Okay. Well, I don't know what to do about that.
You should have picked up voice, Justin.
Um, okay. Well, I always liked Camp David event. I particularly like it here,
Well, okay,
but
hold on though.
but cooing is
No, we
yeah
don't need to coup. DEFCON's at 2. We have ABM.
yeah.
You mean cooing Saharan
Cooing
State?
Cooing Saharan is what I mean.
With what?
With Camp David would be the only thing.
Oh,
So yeah,
I think
I
the
don't like
event is
that.
better.
I really like the event.
Okay, so for me, I would probably put one in Angola, maybe one in Brazil, one in Argentina,
Yeah.
or maybe one in Brazil if you're worried about brush war, another one in Chile, because we're probably gonna have to play Allende here.
Yeah, I think filling up South America is good, and overprotecting Angola is also good. So yeah, I think we need the ops of Bear Trap.
We could do that. Right. I don't know that that changes what they do. Um, so I think our other option is this, right?
I think this is better
Okay.
because if
Like
they want to
I
dump
agree.
Africa here for -2, awesome.
Yeah, yep, I
I'm
agree.
thrilled.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I'm good. Again, this comes down to we have really important, cool things to do with our ops, and they do not.
Really important, cool things. All right.
Fill up battlegrounds, and we have lots of battlegrounds to fill. All right. I would like to Camp David. I would like to.
Yeah, yeah.
What are we spacing? I think we're just giving up. We're just giving Portuguese, right?
Well, it's that or libs. I don't know which is better or worse.
Libs is pretty much just an FDAR, but it makes Mexico jammable, so I guess that's really bad.
I mean, I can make the same argument for Angola and South Africa.
Yeah. Suez, I guess we're just giving up, but
With Suez, we just have to give up.
I do like UK being at 6.
Yes, I mean as well. NATO active. It's really unfortunate the NATO thing. Ugh.
Yeah, pulling one of their 4 ops would have been nice.
Yeah, the only thing Camp David, I agree with you. The event's really good, but it's also the one card that we're going to be able to use to take South America control.
Yeah.
And it puts us up in Chile so we can do the realigns.
Hmm. My concern is we may have to like if Muslim comes, we may have to take Israel. And AI war is around and Israel's naked. Like the
Hmm.
canceling of AI war could actually be really important.
Yeah. No, you're right. Right. Um, we just we have that ABM and a bunch of empty action rounds.
Yeah.
So
Now, there's no law that says ABM has to coup.
this is true, and I'm kind of leaning towards it not cooing.
Yeah.
The other thing here, if we're gonna play Suez, like we're gonna have to. I think we want to put UK back at 6, right?
Yeah.
Because special's like so devastating right now.
Yeah. Specials is a big problem for them. And they're about to not be able to space 2s. Okay, that's too bad.
Okay. Well,
They took Cameroon and not Nigeria.
yeah, I
Okay.
don't know what that was about. Um, mm-mm.
So we could give
So
Suez now,
yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
but we have to.
1, 2, 3, and leave the UK there.
Yeah.
Just preserve the one in Egypt.
We could give Portuguese now, but then Angola becomes flippable, and I don't think we can
Well,
allow that.
well, but if they flip it, we can ABM it.
Yeah. Or yeah, I don't know.
Or we just
Or
play ABM.
yeah, or we just give up. Yeah, or we're yeah. ABM is making them play a little scared though.
I know. Yes, I agree. I don't want to do that. I think Portuguese and just saying, have at it. We discarded South African.
Yeah,
They can't just like outright do it. They're not going to with ABM. We can overprotect it with ABM later.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get rid of Portuguese. Let's do that. Yeah.
And that flower power, like, okay.
All the wars are out there also, so I'm glad we weren't in a position of giving them a casual flower power.
Took them long enough. All right. Space to play Suez.
Or we could trigger Camp David now.
You want to just be done with the temptation?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I want my one VP.
I think is just keep holding ABM as long as we can here because it is messing with them.
I think we're probably spacing next. Space
If we
libs
can.
next if we can.
Yeah. A lot of scoring cards out there.
Yeah. And they have two DOMs to our none. But we're getting South America control here. Okay.
That makes that's good and bad.
Yeah. Now they can't space the Pope. They can't space CRG. They can't space Nixon. Nuke subs.
Right.
Um,
Yes, but they have headline peak.
yeah. Okay. So I think we just space libs here, right? Now Suez becomes a lot more playable.
Yeah, Suez is now kind of functionally a one-op.
Yeah.
Okay, US space
I
libs.
like space and libs. It would have been nice to get special, but the fact that those bad US2s are now all getting played is also good. Presumably, they are all getting
Max
played.
did not like our Kennedy play.
I thought it was good.
Yeah, he like PCR first.
Okay, what's that gonna do? Okay, that takes Africa Dom. So now we have to ABM coup Angola, right?
Yeah, yeah, no any question.
Yep. Let's go ahead and do it.
All right, is there? Hmm. Well, now with Suez, is there a world in which we put two in South America?
Yes, I think that is the world. I think if they take France down to 3, we put one in France. You know you know how I feel about overprotecting France, but I feel considerably less strongly about it when it's the 4th battleground and we have NATO.
Yeah, right.
So taking South American control is really good. The ABM can only be stopped by brush. Okay, well that's 2 VPs that we need.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Yep, just give them Suez and see what they do. I'm open to putting them all into South America.
I am also open to that.
They can't realign Italy.
Nor can they brush it.
Nope.
Okay, I kind of just want to take South American control.
Yeah, I mean that's annoying for us, but yeah, I want to take control here. Let's do it. Okay, they have to have brush in order to stop it. Those are the scorings we did not want. I guess the headline is CRG.
Yeah, I think that makes.
It's
Unless, well, is it how I learned? So
I guess what are we worried about out of them?
CRGs is better if they have brush war. Quagmire's bad. So CRGs or how I learned is better for
How I learned is
Quagmire.
better for Quagmire, yeah.
Now it's worse for Muslims.
Yeah.
I don't think it really matters for brush war.
I guess I like CRGs to just give us a Dom in the headline.
Gives us the dom in the headline. Okay.
And then if they want to take I think we just have to hope that they miss on South America, right? The only available 4 now for a coup is Muslim, and that's absolutely getting evented.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't have great options. Well, yeah, they have a couple of threes they can do. Okay. Yeah, I'm fine with yeah.
I
Okay.
think it's probably CRGs.
Let's do
Yeah.
this, and we just have to hope that we're not getting quacked.
Or brushed, or yeah, I mean, there's so many bad things they're gonna have. This is not a good hand. They could also have CIA, but if they want to give us CIA here, awesome.
Yeah, the other things out there is shuttle,
Yeah.
which is very good for us.
Well, it doesn't help us. It doesn't do anything in the Middle East. Is the issue?
No, that's true. But we have Middle East scoring.
Okay, Brezhnev is a problem because now they can space the Pope, but
Well,
that could have been a lot worse. Okay, Nigeria for sure, obviously. Is it just break all 3 of those and then take, I don't know, Zimbabwe? Or oh wait, we got to do one Thailand, right?
We have to do one Thailand, so I think you do it like this, and then yeah,
Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I think that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Justin's aggravated because they can space the fucking Pope.
Yeah, well, that's actually that's the only bad US2 out there now. That's the only reason it's actually not that important, but it's the only bad US2 out there.
Right, but this would say to me, I mean, you headline Quagmire over that, right? You headline Muslims over that, right?
Yeah,
I probably headline Cultural at this point over that.
yeah,
I Brush. They could still have Brush.
yes,
They
they
could
could
still have
definitely still have brush.
Um, okay, so if I'm, I mean, it depends on what scorings I have.
Wonder if they're gonna get. I wonder if they're gonna give CIA here.
Yeah, that's a possibility as well. I think we need to ditch Middle East as soon as humanly possible.
Yeah,
I know Sadat's out there, but like, we can't, we don't have three ops to take Iraq or anything else.
no,
And I don't want to take Egypt.
yeah. I mean, we got a coup. If they let us coup, we've got a coup
Yes, yes,
Nigeria.
yes, 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 yes.
But yeah, boy, I really want to get Middle East out too. But man, yeah, I would absolutely headline Muslim or Quag over that.
Yes, I think Brush you save.
OAS is not a big deal to them right now. Sadat is annoying, sure, but whatever. CIA is obviously bad, but they can't space it anyway.
Right, so you play it here. Alliance is a problem. Shuttle, if you have it, you play
If
it
they
there.
coup here, are we flipping Thailand?
No,
I don't think we are. We
I
need to
think we're
hope
taking
that we have to hope that they think we are. But maybe they will be. Maybe they will. I think our hope is they overtake Thailand, take Nigeria back.
yeah, that's too
Okay.
bad.
Yeah, that Nigeria and a poke of Venezuela. Okay. So are we cooing Venezuela with a two?
No, 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 that's insane. Why?
Yeah.
It's so risky.
Yeah. So okay, what are
I
we
think you're
doing?
either cooing Nigeria or you're just taking Venezuela and like Saharan, which gives us Dom back,
Yeah.
and let them coup. Now they are under Brezhnev,
We could play We Will Bury
but
You for Ops.
oh,
Could play We Will Bury You for Ops, flip Venezuela and Nigeria,
and
and give up
Nigeria.
the three VPs. Those are three VPs I really don't want to give up, but we can do that. We could play We Will Bury You for Ops. We could take Venezuela. We could take France back and Saharan, which gives us Dom. Um,
Yeah, it is our only space card to potentially stop headline peak.
yeah.
But I don't hate that idea. Hmm.
Muslims is also not that big a deal now. If they trigger Muslims here, that's too bad. But if they stop our presence, we can go back into Iran.
Right.
And if they take us out of Egypt, we can still score for even.
Yeah.
So Muslims is not that bad. We Will Bury You for is a really nice four ops, but that's three VPs we're giving up, which is bad, especially because we're going to give up more VPs in Central.
Like most likely, yes.
I mean, what's our plan to stop that?
I don't know. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah,
I really don't like cooing Venezuela. I just that goes. You need a four,
you need a
right?
three with a two.
Three. Well, I guess that solves some problems, but it's just a one or a two is such a fucking disaster. I guess it does give you the two mil ops.
Yeah, or we can just trade Venezuela for Nigeria. And I
You
mean,
do that, then you
they
take.
they could have. I mean,
I think
Man.
it's also brush war.
But if we coup Nigeria and they have South America scoring, they'll just score it, right, for three,
Yeah, yeah,
and not let
yeah.
us take Dom.
All
Because
right. So
if we coup Nigeria and they take Venezuela, we're taking Uruguay, and that's bad for them if they have Brush.
right. So I kind of like the We Will Bury You play, but I'm also if you want to coup Venezuela, we can do that. I'm also okay with that if we
Yeah,
need a three.
I'm also fine with. I'm also fine with just taking a two and coup in Nigeria. Um, because the thing is, We Will Bury You gives up three VPs
Yeah,
for sure, 100%.
yeah,
And
yeah,
this stuff we would do with it is maybe save three VP.
yeah. Okay, all
Um,
right. You want to coup Nigeria? We can coup Nigeria.
I'm not saying I want to. I was the one who suggested that We Will Bury You for ops play, but God, I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, so let's eliminate because I don't love giving up the PvP. So let's get that out of our head. So then it becomes coup Venezuela or coup Nigeria, which both are, I think they're worth kind of the same, right? Five and maybe Nigeria's worth slightly less.
Nigeria is five at this point because it takes Africa from
Yes.
1 to 6.
Okay, and then this is also
Venezuela
five.
is also five.
So this is better with the odds.
This is better. It's better with the odds. Yeah. Now the fact that they poked Venezuela says they have. Now that doesn't. Now it could just mean they think we have it. I don't
Right.
know. I I guess I like the safer play of
I like the saber play
Nigeria.
too. Yeah.
Fine, especially with our terrible ops. Just take the Nigeria coup. Okay, well, that's devastating. That is devastating.
Well, let's see if they have a four.
I mean, they could have shuttle alliance. Oh, they
No,
already
they
used
can't have
shuttle.
shuttle. They already use shuttle.
Usuri alliance
They
cultural
can't.
quag U two.
Usuri's unplayable. Usuri's unplayable. It's cultural or U2.
Yeah. Oh god, that's such a bad one. Regardless, I mean, we're taking we're taking Uruguay here, right?
Yeah, but we might need to play China. Just brace yourself for that possibility.
Yeah. Also, if we don't see Europe, like how many cards are in the draw?
Not that many. Nine.
Yeah, if we don't see Europe, Omits is a must event.
Yeah, I think Omit's kind of a must event, period.
Yeah, there's a lot of scary stuff coming.
Like I brush is so much worse for us, like if they get it than the other way around.
Yeah.
I mean, Thailand is great, but other than that, Algeria is terrible. Brazil's terrible. Mexico's fucking terrible. And I mean, we get scoring, but like, okay, well, yeah, four up.
Surprised they did not trigger that. Okay.
Now I
Now,
just think it's nuke subs into
nuke subs, yeah.
Uruguay, unless you want to, we can play China and take Saharan states and Uruguay because that does
No.
give us Dom.
We have two other scoring cards to play. We're not going to get that Africa Dom,
All right.
right? Do this, yeah.
I'm gonna hold how I learned just in case they don't end up with mill ops.
Yeah.
I don't see a scenario where that comes to pass, but
Yeah. I mean, well, sorry, but we weren't getting that Dom. Like we were not getting that
all
Dom.
right.
Middle
Score
East.
Middle East.
Yeah.
Middle East.
Take our two.
Well, Muslims just went.
Are we getting? But we're not getting Dom there, right? Don't we just take our two?
Yeah. Okay.
And I mean, what are we don't have a three to
No,
flip Lebanon. Like,
we're not
yeah,
gonna do jack shit.
we're not gonna do jack shit. So we're gonna take our two.
We're not. What was that saying? We're not gonna do balls.
Yeah.
All right. And then we just play Central, and then we play Our Man, and we space Wheelbarrow you, and we stick our fucking thumb up our
Yeah.
ass. Goddamn.
We need to take. I want to take France back.
With what?
I mean, and with how I guess it's with how I learned, but
Yeah.
are we just giving the 4 with Central and not trying? I mean, we're not gonna
I was the. Okay.
what?
Yeah. Well, how we want to coup with it?
Yeah, we're not cooing twice. Yeah, we have to event. How our man has to be event. This is clearly Europe scoring if they have it.
Yes, our man absolutely has to be invented. No, there's your Popey Pope.
There's my Pope.
Okay, you want space? You want to invent our man? You want to score Central America? Oh shit.
Um, it's all shit, isn't it?
I don't think it matters.
No, it doesn't.
I guess I'd vaguely prefer scoring.
I'd rather wait. I'd rather wait on our man. I think. Yeah, let's score Central in case they want to. They bug up their ass and brush Mexico.
Or something.
Yeah, let's wait on our man in case we see Europe.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, if they want to jam France, whatever, let them jam France. Better that than jamming Brazil or whatever. We do have to keep CIA in mind.
Yeah, I'd hold our man if we could, but I think holding China is better. We're just gonna draw CIA and it's not gonna matter.
Yeah, that's correct. Okay, well, that's just to Venezuela, make them repair, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So just give them the empty AR. And now I think we space, right?
Yeah. Yep. Okay. That's very good.
It's helpful.
Very happy with that. I think that Headline Peak is underrated.
Yeah.
I think it's so limiting. Like Defectors comes back in the deck next time. There's just so DEF CON issues. There's just so much. Headline Peak is the most important space slot.
All right. So omit next, assuming they don't jam Brazil.
Yes, agreed.
I am prepared to play China to defend Brazil, though, for sure. Cultural and Usuri are both coming.
Correct.
Oh, fuck me. Okay, that's large.
Omit
event, yep. Swing and a miss, but we got Willie, Cultural, Quag, Summit.
Is it crazy to keep Cultural in the deck?
So it comes. No, I think we want to be rid of it, right? Maybe it never comes back.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Good with this.
And then Summit, yeah.
Okay, so we said Summit. There's Brush War. We got Quagmire, Willie, and Cultural.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Three. Brutal.
Would have hit in Algeria and Libya. Or if we hadn't taken Uruguay. But obviously taking Uruguay was a no-brainer. Because if we hadn't taken it, they would have taken it, and that would have been very bad. So what is How I Learned going to do? Just we got to take France back. Man, all those cards came. Okay, Overprotect, double Overprotect, Thailand. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. We should take France. This doesn't do anything.
No, Canada does nothing.
Brazil. Is Brazil worth overprotecting? Taiwan.
I think we are if we get CIA next turn, we're going to headline it, right?
Yes.
So I don't think they're getting a coup. unless they get obviously a big redraw.
Use overprotect France.
Yeah. How I learned event is 2 VPs.
Yeah, I don't know that I want to introduce that.
No, not especially not with CIA coming. No, not with CIA coming. You're
No,
right.
no, no.
You're not with CIA coming. Guatemala makes a little sense. Back into Israel, Burma, for future IP war considerations. I don't know. Whatever you like.
I like overprotecting Brazil.
All right, that's fine. Overprotect Brazil. Let's do it.
And because look, the Q Argentina were an immediate
Yeah.
realign.
Yeah.
South
Okay.
America's the only scoring out there.
They're not cooing Argentina though
And
because
Europe.
CIA is coming. But they might hold. They might get CIA and get a card to get out of it or hold it. Let's do this. This is fine.
Look, Allende has been with us for a long time.
Yep. Constraining our hand.
Oh, that's great. That's awesome.
So we get the 2 scorings. They get Alliance, CIA, Sadat, Usuri, and U2.
They only have 4, so we missed something. Okay, well, I am done complaining.
Holy. Okay.
Done
Okay.
complaining.
Okay. All right. Did they play U2?
Did you two must have gotten played, right? Somewhere
That's-
here.
that-
I think that they played it on their purge when we purged them.
U2 is
Yeah, they
a
did.
forgettable
Yeah.
card. Okay, so all of their cards came out, and 4 key cards for us did not. They have them all now. Alliance, CIA, Sadat, Usuri.
Yeah. Okay. We cannot drop DEFCON. We can stop Europe Dom with ABM.
Boy, is it an ABM Jam West Germany?
I mean, I think so, right? They know we have the scorings. And we have ops to fight it, and they are going to run out of ops before we do, I believe.
Well, for the 4 cards that we know.
Yeah, but like,
Yeah, I guess ABM Stop Europe Dom is the best. Yeah.
and it gives us just flexibility, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
can-
It's ABM. It's ABM. What am I saying? It's ABM. Just headline ABM.
Yeah. We save Brush. Brush on Venezuela, good.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, Brush on Venezuela is good, but it's also only 3 VPs. If it hits.
Brush on Thailand, good.
Brush on Thailand, Brush on Panama are bigger swings. We also got to think about space. They have 2 extremely spaceable cards, and that's a 6 VP, 4 VP swing, assuming we both hit.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see on space.
Yeah.
We should we should keep it in mind, but I think whoever spaces first has lost something else.
Yes, for sure. Especially with us holding 2 scorings. They've also spaced first a couple of times and missed.
Okay, well that definitely has bearing on what their next role is going to be. So thank you for that, Justin.
Yes. They've. I'm just saying they've been eager to space first, and it has not helped them. So they might be eager to space here. Okay, so ABM. They obviously have 4 blue cards known and 5 unknown cards. So let us hope that they have garbage, and no way to deal with CIA.
Yeah.
Now, we're letting them out of CIA basically, but
we couldn't do anything about that. There was nothing we could do about that.
No, there's nothing we could do.
Oh, you're saying if we jam, you mean?
Yeah, if we jam, if we jam. Now they also could give up Usuri to fix it, but then I guess we could jam with NTB, and then they could fix Alliance, but that's 4 VPs for us.
Yeah.
If they want to give us both Usuri and Alliance, that would be fucking amazing.
Yeah, but I mean they do. To your point, they have 5 unknowns.
Yes. So
And
we need to
there
hope they
are
redrew crap.
Flower power Muslims, and we will bury you out there.
Yep.
And purge.
Well, if they drew Purge, they're headlining it, and we're going to be very sad.
Yes, we will be sad.
Okay. Well.
Okay, that's a good headline by them.
That is a good headline by them, and our overprotective Brazil looks good. So I think it has to. Fuck! It's got to be now. Is it still just Jam West Germany, or is it? We could put one in France and Jam West Germany, so that their Cambridge can't reestablish their dom.
Well, hold on though. Um, because they have CIA.
They have CIA.
So leaving DEF CON high. Okay, so you go like this, and then you force them to fix, which they will. And then what?
Well, yeah, we're forcing them to fix, and then we're presumably cooing, and they're giving CIA, and we're cooing again, and that's it.
Okay, but what are we cooing?
Africa, right?
Well, okay, but then they give CIA, and what are we cooing?
Yeah.
You want to coup Zaire, and then you want to coup Nigeria with CIA?
No. Yeah. No, you're right. I mean, we could take a shot take a shot at Venezuela, or we could just cut out the middleman and coup Venezuela now,
Yeah.
and forget about this Europe plan. Maybe we jam it later.
I wonder if so go back to the space conversation. Do we coup Venezuela now? Force them to give up CIA? Hope, like who knows what happens here? They're gonna
Then we see their hand and know whether a jam of West Germany is appropriate.
yeah, yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
that's better.
Now the fucking Cambridge fucks this up because they're gonna put one in Argentina.
Yeah, but if they give CIA, then we can take Argentina back on our AR.
Yeah, but we can't coup.
Well, we can coup. We'll coup with CIA,
Argentina, you know, coup with CIA?
or we'll coup Nigeria with CIA,
Mm,
and then they can put one on Argentina. Whatever. We take Argentina back with NORAD.
all right. We sorry. So we coup Argentina. Let's assume we break it.
We're cooing Venezuela, yeah, assuming we don't roll a one.
Venezuela, yes. So assume
We
break
need a three because Cambridge 5 will just fix it. But yeah,
Well, that's fine. Then they
Yeah.
give up CIA, we coup Nigeria.
yeah, that's true.
So that's good, right?
Yeah,
We break it. If I'm yeah, it really depends on this roll.
yeah. I think just the jam of Europe is so much less good with this
Yeah,
C5 headline because they can
I
put it in
agree.
France,
Right.
and then we can't threaten to score.
Yeah. All right. I think Venezuela coup.
Let's coup Venezuela.
Okay, that's good.
That's good enough. That's gonna give them pause here.
Real problems.
Control versus Dom in South America is only 3 VPs difference. But obviously, it could be a huge 3 VPs with us also about to give up 5 in Europe.
Right. And then space also.
I gotta think they're giving up CIA here because if we redrew a 5-year plan, we just win.
You absolutely have to. You must.
And if they give up CIA, we're getting South control.
Yeah, you don't want to coup with it.
I want a coup with CIA in Nigeria. They can do whatever the fuck they want with their 1 op, and then we can use 3 ops to take South America control.
Yeah, you're right.
That's what I want to do with it.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, obviously, the disaster is they redrew UN or some other way, or to some other way to get out of it.
Right.
But we just have to hope that they did not do that. Yeah, So they may use C5 to flip Argentina if they don't give CIA, but yeah, boy, yeah, we need them to not. We need them to give CIA here. We need them to not have redrawn something that gets them out of it.
Yeah. I mean, if they have not redrawn something to get rid of it and they want to hold it, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, if they want to hold it into the late war. That means they're not holding Alliance Usuri CIA, Alliance
So
Usuri Sadat.
potentially dumb question, but like, do we want to play China?
Because
Because
okay,
they have Alliance and Usuri?
okay, they're giving it. All right. Well, we're gonna see what they have. And okay, so they redrew two. Ooh, and they redrew Missile Envy. All right. Okay, so this is just a this to me. I mean, here, let me give them their cards. EU Missile Envy. EU Missile Envy. What else do they have? Sorry.
EU, Miss Lambie, U2,
So they,
Libs.
they fucking redrew you too after all that.
Yeah,
Um,
so they didn't have it. All right, I don't
um,
think any of this changes
you
anything
two, and then
anyway.
you said you two libs.
Libs, yeah. U2, Miss Lambie, Libs.
Okay, and then they have 8 cards. Oh, and the CIA is gone. Okay. Yeah, we coup Nigeria.
Yeah.
Coup Nigeria. Okay, they can repair that, which they presumably repair that. They know we don't have Africa. Goddamn Nigeria.
Do you want to play Nuclear Test Ban now just to give them Comic Con if they do get scrappy and do Miss Lambie?
There's no way they're going to play Missile Envy, right? With us knowing it, but I think I want to. Goddamn, they have
No, you
four.
say no. It's fine. It's just a question.
I think I'd rather just play.
Play NORAD. Right, and then probably one in Mexico.
Mm, yeah.
Or start working on it. Europe doesn't make any sense.
No, Europe doesn't make any sense. If we're gonna do Europe, we need to just jam the hell out of it because they're
Right.
up. They've got 6 countries to our 3.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Or you go
no, no.
5.
Wait, what about no, no, no? Saharan gives us Dom in Africa. Oh, they know we don't have Africa. Never mind. Never mind.
They
Never
know we
mind.
don't
That's
have it.
stupid. Fine. One and yeah, 2 Venezuela, 1 Mexico is
I
fine.
just they have Libs. Libs
Just,
is
just
the
this.
only
Just yes. This is fine. Just confirm this. This is good.
Libs is the only card I'm scared of.
Yeah. If they want to play Missile Envy to take NTB, and when we trade coups,
They'll space right now.
yeah, I think they will. And if they don't, we should.
Oh, we absolutely should.
If they space, regardless of the result, we're scoring South America, right?
Well, do you want to flip Nigeria with nuclear test ban?
No, I want to. I want to think about jamming Europe with nuclear
Okay.
test ban. Yeah. Okay, that's too bad. That's good.
Too bad. Okay.
Okay, if you really like the flip, we can flip. Um,
No, no, it's unnecessary. We could just take Saharan. Um,
yeah, I like scoring. They know we have they know we have 2 scorings. Let's make it so they only know we have 1.
and Brush War of Thailand is also
Yeah,
something
yeah.
that I want to do.
Brush War of Thailand seems very good. They have 3 threes.
Yeah,
Here.
the jam right now is not good. It's an easy fix with U2. It's a relatively easy fix with EU.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna use a 3.
Matter.
Doesn't matter. Okay. I think we don't. Do we space here?
Well, Ori Brush Thailand. I don't think that they're gonna do anything. I don't think that's gonna change. So maybe we space.
Yeah, they're not taking Malaysia or flipping Lao. I think we space. That's a big, big 3. Okay. All right. So they have U2, Usuri,
Yeah.
Missile, and Libs.
Yep. 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 Yep.
So,
Yep. Yep.
so I guess if we jammed West Germany now, they'd fix with U2.
Just
We could
fix
then
it.
jam it with China, and they could fix with. They'd have to fix with Usuri, but I'm fine with the Thailand brush. You want to take the Thailand brush now?
Is that our best brush target? I mean, Panama's good too.
Panama is very good. We
They,
could take We can also take Taiwan for Dom there
hmm,
in Asia. I mean,
that's actually, yeah, I know. Actually, do you just want to put the three Taiwan, one Saharan, and we take two Doms? They coup with missile envy.
yeah,
We score, and then they play libs. They hold Usuri. We repair libs with Comic-Con, and then we get our pick of brush at the end of it all.
yeah, yeah. We need to be able to respond to libs with ops.
Yes, I totally agree.
So
We could also take the opportunity to get rid of Allende right now with a realigns.
yeah, we could do
I
that.
don't want to do that. I would rather score first.
Yeah, I mean, we're if not scoring is just counting on them playing U2, which
There's no reason for them
I
to
don't
do
think
that.
we're not going to give them an opportunity unless the realigns miss. Then they'll maybe want to contest Chile. I don't know. Um, do you want to just? I mean, we're up 8 now. I guess we can stand to give up the 5.
Yeah, all right, let's just do it.
Yeah, just do it.
I mean, well,
Unless you
yeah,
want to take Taiwan now and you think they're going to take it.
they're not going to. They're not going to take it. But it does give us Dom. We have one unknown.
2 unknowns,
They know
right?
we don't.
Brush and Comic Con are both unknown, right?
They know we don't have the scoring, so I guess it doesn't matter. But yes, they're both unknowns. So I guess but they know we don't have the scoring. It does give us it is one. It is one move that gives us two Doms.
Yeah.
But at the same time, yeah,
We need to be able to respond to libs with ops.
we do. Yeah, 100%.
So, and so I don't think we're getting the Europe Jam.
No.
I think the Europe Jam play is dead. So let's just
All
score
right.
it. They also need their mill ops. So yeah.
They do need their.
So taking Saharan states isn't as good for that reason because it just gives them a good excuse to coup.
Yep. Agreed. Okay. So I think then Panama is our brush target.
Boy, I really like Panama at this point. I think I like
Yeah,
Panama.
4-0. It would be ours for the game. Yep. That's fine.
I'd like to do it after libs, but
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. They're not going to put 2 in Panama anyway. Like
No. If I'm them, I'd probably go 2 Mexico, 1 Guatemala, right?
that would be my play, yeah. And then we will probably. I think we respond NTB 1 Mexico take Taiwan. Is that what we're going to do?
Yeah.
This is an incredibly close game. I like our position better than theirs with the cards that we know are in our hand, but this is very close. I mean, lose Mexico and score Senate. We could just lose next turn. Get Mexico cooed, Central and War games. Like that's it. We lose. But
Right. That's the one thing I don't like about the nuclear test ban, just take Taiwan thing.
yeah,
We do kind of want to overprotect Mexico.
yeah. No, you're right. You're right. Okay, they're just gonna get their mill ops.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I think it's Brush now, isn't it?
Yeah, brush Panama.
I think Panama is better than Thailand. Unless we want to coup Colombia. Well, there we go. Okay. Okay. What'd you roll?
5.
Nice. Okay. Brush's been very kind to us this game. Okay. Now their path to getting to to getting to 6 is
Is tough.
very limited. Especially with ABM and Brush both gone, and Libs soon to be gone because they're gonna hold you Surrey.
You would think.
That makes sense. Comic Con to just take Taiwan here.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Probably put another one in France.
Yeah, I guess we should put another one in France. But well, let's okay. This is just going to be Libs.
Yes.
They'll hold you Surrey. Okay. 2 Mexico, 1 Guatemala. Yeah. Yeah, I think we've got to overprotect Mexico.
Yes.
I think we've got to all, by that logic, shouldn't we also overprotect Algeria? Because getting Algeria flipped on us is bad. Should we take, we could go, no, Saharan doesn't give us Dom anymore.
No, Saharan is nowhere near giving us Dom.
West Germany poke?
Yeah.
I don't like it. Where I think, and after that, now that brush hit, I am changing our call. I think we are comfortably ahead, and I want to protect what's ours.
Okay, well, if that's the case, then I would do Algeria and Venezuela. But France also seems good.
Yeah, what about just France and Algeria?
Okay, you want to do that?
Yeah, let's do this. We still have ridiculous Quagmire stuff that could flip Italy, but that's remote. Okay, Asia. All right, well, we could lose to DEF CON also. Is this a
duck? Is it duck?
Ooh.
Is this just duck?
I was actually thinking this is Glasnost.
No, fuck no.
And then we can get rid of Gunman. But no, we can't. You're right. We can't headline Glasnost with Asia in our hand. We can't give them Gunman with Asia in our hand. Now, I guess it's Duck. Yeah.
I mean, right? Can they screw us?
I mean, they can headline Cal against us.
They're not going to headline Cal. They're not going to headline Cal. I think Duck's
if it's
really
not
good.
Yeah, if it's not Duck, I mean, or we could just headline Asia.
We could headline Asia, which I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
There's the decall
stops it.
We have 6 countries to their 4, so yeah, decall stops it, and decall is quite reasonable from them here. Yeah, I guess it's Duck.
Okay.
I guess it's Duck. Yeesh. Okay. Okay. That's not great, but we have 3 VPs, and having 3 VPs is good. We need to have a we need to have a plan to get. We might have to fucking take Gulf states. I'm not saying now, obviously, but with the hostage crisis, like,
you think they just do these two?
They're gonna do, yeah, they're gonna do those two. They don't even need to. They don't even need to take them. We have no way back in. And then yeah, we're spacing Wilbury. Hope we hit the roll, and then we can dump Gunman. We got to worry about IP war with Flower Power.
Yeah, we should play IP war first, but then we have Glasnost, we can coup Nigeria, that's good.
I mean, I want to score Asia as soon as humanly possible in case we see Aldrich.
Yes.
I really want that 5 VP. I'm less worried about Reformer, but obviously we could see it. Reformer would be a huge problem with those 2 other bad cards, but Okay, that's just going to be that. I think we
We
just
just score Asia,
score
right?
Asia. Just score it. Yep.
Yeah.
And if we need to do something goofy like play Gulf States, we do it later. And they know we don't have war games now. Okay. I mean, we can still take Gulf States if they hostage crisis us.
We can also coup with Glasnost.
I think it's time to coup with Glasnost. The question is, do we bother cooing in the Middle East,
Right. That was my
or
question.
do we just
I
coup Nigeria?
I think I would rather coup Nigeria, but like I'm I'm open to this as well. I'm open to cooing Egypt.
Yeah, maybe we go with Egypt because it's the safer play, denying them opportunities for points. Um, we don't want them to get a 13 off in the Middle East with MBB or
Well,
something
they're
like that.
not because we can play shuttle.
We can play shuttle. All right. Regardless, I think it's time to coup with Glasnost. The question is, do you want to coup Nigeria, or um, or
If
Egypt?
you want to coup Egypt, that's fine. My vote would be Nigeria,
All
but
right.
we can coup Egypt.
All right. That's fine. Let's do Nigeria.
You sure? We can coup Egypt. I'm fine with that. It just
If
takes
we
a
if we
four,
roll a
right?
three, yeah, we if we roll a three, it does next to nothing. You're right. And Nigeria, yeah, it gives
But
us a
if we
lot
roll a
of.
4, 5, or 6, it's huge.
Yes, it's absolutely huge. We're still getting dominated there, but now there's no threat of a huge number.
Right.
I'm fine taking the roll. I'm take. Let's flip a battleground. Let's flip Nigeria.
Okay.
Okay, we rolled a three. Turned out to be good.
Yeah, we're gonna have to fucking play shuttle defensively, which is amazing.
It's probably only going to be one VP, but all right. We need to get IP war out of our hand, so I think we're cooing probably Cameroon next.
I
We can
mean,
also
or
space.
or you can just take Saharan and Burma or Saharan and go one Israel.
I don't care about
Why
Burma with the
why
IP.
why why are we cooing?
It gives us Africa Dom.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
we could do something else. That's fine, but I'm just saying. But yeah, I want to free up flower power.
Yeah. No, I completely agree
Okay,
there.
we're
Okay,
gonna.
there you go, Saharan.
Okay, now we're
All right.
cooing
Now
Cameroon for
yes.
sure.
Now we are doing that.
Boy.
Okay, they're gonna think about
No. Okay, they're gonna space, and we should space, regardless of what this is. Yeah, let's just space wheelbarrow here.
oh, so fucking
Yes.
big.
Yes. Oh, that's huge. That is huge.
Okay. So card tracking, Olympic Games, and Contra. Now these about. Oh, well, this is fun. All right, what do you want to do with this?
African one stabs, right? Sudan, Ethiopia, break Zimbabwe, and put one in Zaire in case the urge to realign strikes us, or just overprotect something. You want to
All
overprotect
right.
South Africa?
You don't think Indonesia is more important?
Sure, Indonesia. Yeah, with decall coming, sure. Yeah, Indonesia. Indonesia. Good.
Okay. What's going on here? They spaced. They used their good cards, and now their hand is shit.
That is the hope.
Okay. We are just playing. We should
Should we do the Allende
now use.
realigns
Yes,
next?
yes, yes. We should do that.
We could also jam four into Israel. Um, Potentially take it. Camp David's in effect. But we have to play Allende, so we will just
Yeah,
say,
I think we can wait on that. I don't.
yeah. They don't have any. They don't have to respond to this either.
Yeah, they're gonna coup Zimbabwe.
Yep, with authority. Yeah, Hassan realigns here. Okay, that didn't work, but
Could have gone worse.
yep. Oh shit! It also opens up Iron Lady issues, so now we have to protect Argentina. Now that we missed that. Oh, how was that not evented?
I don't know. I'm shocked, but I think we just take that back,
Let's just
right?
take it back. Let's just take it back.
That really, really, really,
Uh,
really should have been an event.
I am thrilled to see that gone. Okay, well, I'm glad we, I'm glad we missed on the realigns to get them to do that. This is just going to take Israel. Yeah. Okay. So, do you want to trigger shuttle here and leave the Iron Lady play open?
Yeah, I do. I think that I think it's the
We
13
yeah,
is too
we
much.
don't want to allow the 13. Yeah. Okay. Just do it.
I mean, I guess it's three.
That three could really matter. I mean,
We could also we could also just like flip Lebanon, but that's not
no, no,
great
no, no, no. Because that
barracks.
Marine barracks, this is fine. Giving up 13 and then OPEC is game
Yeah.
losing to us. So yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and discard that bad boy. Glad Quagmire's gone. Okay, sure enough, there's Middle East. Oh, Aldrich is amazing.
Pretty much all of this rest of the shit is playable.
Yeah, well, we're going to be playing it, so none of. I mean, we got some
Purge.
problem. It's clearly purge. Clearly purge.
Okay. Purge. Cultural aims. Giving up China, I don't love.
No, we're spacing cultural, right?
Yeah, give
Che
it up
is
Che.
we're yeah.
Che's
Give up Che.
Che's not great,
Coup
but
one. It's bad, but we'll just coup one of them back. Purge also stops the Iron Lady play. Aldrich Middle East, unless it gets terrorized, should be good enough here.
terrorism's definitely a non-zero possibility.
Yeah, well, that's bad. That's a cool four.
Wonder if we play Evil Empire just to fuck with them.
I definitely like the Evil Empire event.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's up with wars. There's not I war.
II War, IP War's gone, Brush is gone,
Korean's still
Korean
out
is
there.
still out there, AI is gone.
Oh no, that wasn't a
One
war.
Op Coup, we have no response to that, do we?
Well, we can flip it.
You want to flip it with Che?
Well,
You want to flip it with Evil Empire?
um,
I really don't want to give up China. I think cultural is our space card. That's
yeah, yeah,
so.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I 100% agree. Um,
I mean, we could just flip it with Evil Empire, and not take the VP.
well, they won't be able to flip it back, most likely, right? They would need to have war games. They need to do it with war games.
Yeah,
So there's that. I do like the going up seven and threatening war games,
but
but
I don't know that what I don't know that that does much for us.
right.
The
So I
bluff, the
think
war
I'd
games
rather flip.
bluff.
I think I'd rather flip knowing they're purged.
Yeah, let's just flip. Let's just flip Evil Empire. That's fine. Yep, that's a nightmare because now we have to take Gulf states. We have to, right? Don't we have to take Gulf states with Che?
Well, we have Middle East and Aldrich.
Oh, well, that's true. Yeah. I mean, yeah. So unless it gets terrorized AR6. Okay. All right. Do you want to dump Central now? You want space? What do you want to do?
You also cannot play Marine Barracks.
Oh shit. Yeah, we've got to get into Gulf
Yeah, we have to
states.
get into something, or just break, or like break Israel or Saudi
Or we have to,
or
well, no,
Iran.
we could take our ops first. That's what we'll do with
Right,
Marine Barracks. We take our ops
right,
first.
right, 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 right. So do we mm, do we do that now and break Saudi?
No, let's do it now and put two in Gulf states. Right? I would rather have two extra influence in the Middle East rather than one.
Okay. We also score Central, but
Yeah, maybe we just get Central out.
okay.
Yeah, let's just get Central out.
He's asking to get terrorized here.
Yeah, but so we have a lot of good stuff for them to. And God, if we get Aldrich hit, it's so bad. Okay, don't care about that. Now the Marine Barracks play makes sense unless you want a space.
Yeah, I guess I'd rather space.
Now, I mean, maybe we don't space. Maybe they. No, I guess if they have terrorism, we want them to trigger it now, right? Rather than wait till later, because there's one
Right,
card we don't want them to hit, right? So I think
right.
spacing invites them to terrorize, which I think we
Uh,
want. I think we want to invite them,
okay.
right? If
All
they
right.
if
Yeah,
they
so
have it. So yeah, let's space.
okay. That
Yeah,
also has the war games threat to it. So
yeah,
yes, that very much now invites them to terrorize. Oh, well,
that's
yeah,
awesome. It's just West
right.
Germany.
Yeah.
Okay, now I like the Marine Barracks play.
Put them on
Two
fucking Gulf
in yeah,
states.
two in Gulf states. Yes, this is correct.
Are we sure? Are
Yes,
you
it's
sure?
it's correct.
Oh, God damn it. I hate this. I hate this so, so much. Ugh.
That turn one purge was bad, but we've hit him with a couple of very tough purges.
Base has been kind to us other than the one small step.
Yes, we've hit. I think we've. I don't know if we've hit every roll. We have. We've not hit every roll, but we've hit every important roll. Heyo.
Yeah, dick faces. They just took the 2 out of fucking Gulf states.
Yeah, they did, but that's fine. Middle East, but that being an empty action round is good.
Okay,
All right,
well, now I guess we do Che.
we have to give.
Unless you want to play Panama and reject Nigeria. They're purged, I know, but they Che. They're gonna go Cameroon.
We're gonna coup it back, right?
With
With Che.
no, because Che has to do something in the Middle East, right?
Well,
Don't you want to
Aldrich
take
could.
Gulf states?
Aldrich could do that, right?
Aldrich can take Gulf states. Okay, all right,
Unless they terrorize us. If they terrorize us, but
all right. So well, if that's the case, then we want to play Panama.
yeah.
We just put one Gulf states and make us look just totally fucking desperate.
Yeah, I mean, we could also flip Lebanon now with Marine Barracks gone.
Actually, that's not terrible.
But if they fill up Gulf states, who cares? We flip Lebanon.
Well, right. So do you want to play Panama now then, or do you just want to say fuck it?
I like playing Che, getting rid of
you
it,
want-
and getting our mill ops.
Okay,
I think.
see what you're saying. Okay,
Let's get rid of the obligation and get our mill ops. I mean, if they have fucking Africa, we'll be sad, but
yeah, we're up enough that it doesn't
we're
matter.
up enough. If they want to score Africa here, great. They'll coup Cameroon, and presumably one of the other African one stabs. We will coup Cameroon back. Yep, we will definitely coup Cameroon back. Okay, yeah, that. I bet you that's active. Well, maybe not with the Middle East disaster. Yeah, it is. Okay, Panama into Gulf states. You want to event it? Yeah, I guess we event it.
Just why don't I just take domination back?
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. That's fine. Do that. Sorry, I didn't see what the roll was.
Okay, now I definitely want to flip Lebanon with Aldrich.
Now they play Quagmire and we flip the table.
No, Quagmire's gone.
I know, but we would have to worry about it if it weren't.
Oh, so you're saying missing the real line is what won us this game?
I mean, no, clearly they weren't. Clearly they had something bad to hold.
Yeah, they could have vented it though.
Yeah, they could have invented it. And they could have invented it.
We could have vented it. I mean, Marine Barracks would have been gone, so we wouldn't have to deal with that.
Okay, well, I guess now we're not taking Gulf states. We're taking that back.
No. We flip Lebanon. We 1000% flip Lebanon. The presence is worth 3.
It is, yes, but
That's worth 2.
but it's scored, right? Okay, fine. That's fine.
So is South America.
No.
But it's good. Now we're talking about final.
Yes, no, you're right. All right, isn't Gulf states better though because it's not going to get cooed?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, no, you're right. Let's do this. Do this. Just take it. Just take the presents.
They're gonna be sad.
Yeah. Well, we dumped gunmen to space discard and 13 or 10 VPs to.
Okay.
This is good enough.
Okay. Tear down, bear trap. What do you like?
Teardown, I think, and then Bear Trap AR6.
Okay.
I don't think it matters.
Nope, there is not. I mean, Reformer's bad. Double
Oh,
Terrorism bad.
Reformer is in our hand, so
Reformer's in our hand. Hadn't gotten there yet. Okay. We can't space it.
nope. But we can lads it. We can LADC it, or we
Lads
can
it, yeah.
hold it. It's turn 10.
Okay, so Terrorism hits Bear Trap and Lads.
Yes, LADC is actually is the worst card in our hand. Terrorism hit is it's bad because that we must discard to LADC. If it's not Reformer, it's one of our friendly cards.
Yeah, but you're right. I mean, this seems good. All right, so Africa, we need to take Dom here. They're gonna coup Nigeria. You have to assume.
Oh, they're not going to coup Nigeria with DEFCON at 2.
No, you're right. But they're gonna flip it, and then we just flip it back, and we do that dance all day.
I don't think we even bother flipping it back. I think we do LADC,
No.
discard, and right? Don't we do Latin American Debt Crisis, discard Reformer, just get it out of our hand?
Just because terrorism? I
And
don't know. I
then-
mean, I just like if
No.
they want to do flip,
No, you're right.
back
You're
and
right.
forth, that's
That's
good
fine.
for
Yes,
us.
yes, it is good. It is good.
And they're gonna they gotta deal with a bunch of shit. So I wish we weren't cooing up 6 East Germany.
Yeah, I also wish that, but okay. So the math on the board without shuttle, they get 10 in the Middle East. They have 5 in Europe, so that's 15 for them. But we have 14 on the board, plus we have a 5-point Asia Dom, and we have South America Dom, which we're going to lose. We're going to lose Argentina now. But can't be helped. Hey, we get our coup in first.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're canceling Willy Brandt.
Mhm.
Hey, nice roll. Now they can't take that back and take Argentina. Okay.
Now it's flat. Right? And just 1 and 1.
Yeah, that's fine.
Good.
Yeah.
I mean, unless
This is fine. This is
we
fine.
can't, even with 3, we can't take Dom in Africa.
And even if they terrorize us, we can pass on AR6 and still have the last play with China.
Yep. Okay, well now, Justin, now we can play 5-year plan.
Yeah, sure. Well, we could do that. We could also event the Pope.
You want to bet the Pope? You can bet the Pope.
I like doing that.
Make you happy. All right. We'll event the Pope.
Makes all 3 of those countries breakable. I guess we should event 5-year. Just confirm that Duck is gone. But yes, we should event 5-year plan because that gives us a chance to win this turn, as opposed to in final the 1 turn and turn score. Who knows? Our turn score is going to be horrific regardless.
Duck is gone.
Yeah, Duck is gone. So 5-year plan could
Yeah,
stick them with Star Wars.
Yeah, all sorts. Or give us Star Wars, or
Yeah.
Defector's gone too. Yeah. Defector's Special's gone. Kitchen gone. Cute. Okay, now 5-year plan.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, look at that.
Hey, what do you know? Do we have anything that can get us VPs?
Isn't Alliance for Progress in here? Yeah,
A for P
that's right.
is GG, right?
Is it that many? Yep, it
A for
is.
P is GG. All right.
Okay.
Oh, they also had grain. All right. Well, that one was a nail biter. I felt like once the late war started, once we got rid of Middle East, once we got rid of gunmen on turn 8, got rid of Middle East on turn 9, like we clearly had it, but it was definitely in doubt before that. I mean, I think those were the key moments. Also, our brush hitting, them getting CIA, us flipping Venezuela for control and scoring it immediately, brush flipping Panama.
Right, they missed the turn before, and we just redrew it.
Those turn 7 redraws were so huge.
Yeah, let me see.
Yeah.
I mean, although once we got here, we were like, oh fuck, like we might be screwed. But they had a tough hand too.
Yep. Yeah, those were.
Yeah.
That was huge.
Yes, that was huge. Yeah, but I mean, remember we were like real scared. Turn 8, Quagmire.
Yes.
Like, oh holy shit.
We were scared turn 8, and turn 1 and turn 2 weren't so great for us either. Obviously, they didn't get decall or destall, so that was hugely important.
That was a tough turn 1.
This turn 1 was horrific ops wise, and then they did score their dom on turn 2, and then again turn 7.
Yeah, I guess we're lucky that Europe.
Yeah, Europe didn't come, but neither did South America. To be fair,
that's true.
We owned South America, and it did not come more than once. And then, of course, we were lucky. We got Middle East off in the headline, and then we got it off for a positive number in the mid-war, and then it didn't. We got rid of it in the late war, which was huge.
Yeah. All right. Well, good win. So
good win.
Now we got to root against other people.
Yep. So keeps us alive, keeps us breathing here in the tournament. Improves us to 3-2. If we can beat Texas, gets us to 4-2. We have an excellent chance, but there is a path to being left out if both California and Illinois finish 4-2 or better. So California is currently 2-2. They have Illinois and I want to say New York left. So we need, if they lose one of those and we beat Texas, we're in. Illinois is 2-1. They have California, and then I want to say Georgia and maybe Virginia. I don't know. So we would need them to lose 2 more. But at 3-2, we are alive. We are definitely very much alive. So we said going in that we had 3 tough USSR games, and we quickly went 0-2 in those, and then we had 3 USA games, and we needed to win them all, and we won them all. So still alive, and that's what matters. All right, Ted. Well, we wrap this one up, and it is bedtime.
Yes,
but
it is.
Thank you for everybody for watching. Ted, any final thoughts on this one?
Justice for Sally Hemings.
Yeah, no question about it. DC over Virginia, and the Washington Capitals advancing to the second round over the Montreal Canadiens. Thank you, Max, and we'll see the Carolina Hurricanes next. But until next time, for Ted Livermore, it's Justin Abramson signing off. That was fun, but now it's done. So long, everybody.